Hello friends and welcome back to Enterprise Architecture. Now, last episode we made a lot of progress. We defeated both the Wither and also the Gaia Guardian, so we have really kicked a whole lot of butt and that is awesome. That also means that we have unlocked Project E, so I have these wonderful new toys to play with. So we are going to use Project E to start delving into the next stage of building machines that we need to take care of. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. So this is where things currently stand for the current chapter of the quests we're on. We're on Age of Information here and we have a lot to do. Please ignore the noise in the background. There are zombies with boomboxes apparently downstairs. We'll deal with them at a future date, but for now, we have a lot of things we need to build. Now, I had been going back and forth on the notion of whether or not we were going to be super cheaty by using Project E or not. Unfortunately, Project E does feel very, very cheaty to me, but it also is going to save us a massive amount of time in building a lot of these sorts of ingredients that are really complex. So I went against my better judgment and I did go ahead and make a whole bunch of them in here. So precision mechanisms, machine frames, beacons, all the sorts of stuff that we just have a real hard time getting our hands on, I went ahead and taught it. This is not what I was planning on doing, friends. I was planning on manually crafting 90% of this, but Project E is here, so we may as well take advantage of it. But I am still going to try and craft everything as much as I can by hand, but that just gives us a backup here whenever we need it. So it's not what we're going to rely on, at least for now. But to feel better about all that cheating, I would like to make some progress in Project E. I feel like there's no point in actually using it unless you're actually going to invest in trying to go all the way up all of the tiers that you can do in this. And you can see there's apparently a lot more tiers in this with Project Expansion than I have ever seen before. Apparently the collectors go up to Mark 16. That's 30.41 quadrillion EMC to make one of those. You have these massive power flowers as well. There's a lot in this here, and these are relatively complicated to start making. So I would like to start making them. I think that that's what we're going to do, is spend a lot of time with Project E today, which is a little bit of a digression. It's not actually needed to complete the pack, but while we're here, why not? Let's go ahead and dive into all of these wonderful new toys. So first things first, we need to start with the most basic ingredients in Project E, and those are made with coal. So let's grab ourselves a bunch of coal here. And now we should be able to take our Philosopher Stone into our crafting grid and make this alchemical coal. The alchemical coal here, actually I'm just going to put all this extra coal back. All right, the alchemical coal we can also use to start making ourselves other things. So you can put the alchemical coal with this and make Mobius fuel. So we grab up 4 pieces of Mobius fuel, and then we combine that with our Philosopher's Stone and we get Aeternalis fuel. And this sort of trend keeps going. So Aeternalis fuel, let's grab that. Now we can make magenta fuel. Now we've learned that. So now we can go and grab our magenta fuel. And this just keeps going and going and going and going and going. Of course, the main thing that's going to stop you from going any further in this is you're going to run out of EMC very, very quickly. So I'm just trying to see how far we can get with EMC before we completely start running out. Let's teach it purple fuel. Okay, now let's grab our purple. Oh, and there we go. So we're right at the point where we can only make 3. So that's going to be the limit on the fuels that we can make for now. But that does at least get us to the point where we can start looking at these energy collectors. So blocks of diamond, let's go ahead and make one of those. When we put anything back into our crafting grid now, we're automatically teaching the transmutation tablet. At the end of the last episode, we were using the transmutation interface, as you all probably saw. We built one of those. That was really easy. So basically we just threw a machine casing on a transmutation table in our deployer, and that gave us that. So we can basically access all of our transmutation items from inside of our storage network, our simple storage network. So we can use that to start slowly making some of these ingredients. So energy collectors are the most basic unit that we need here. We do need to make 1 furnace, and when we throw this back in here, again, it's going to teach it how to do that. And now we should be able to go ahead and make, oh no, we need glowstone, right? So let's teach it glowstone. Great, and now, yeah, there we go. Now we can make these up. So let's, I don't know, make like 7 to start. I can't remember how to actually make the power flowers right now, but we'll figure it out. Let's teach this obsidian while we're here. We need to make an alchemical chest. Now, I already taught it the 3 types of dust that we learned to make at the end of the last episode, so we should be able to make that with no problem. There we go. And again, we're going to put these items back in here so that it knows how to do it. Let's see here. And then we need to make ourselves an energy condenser with that. Easy enough. Again, we're going to teach that. So energy condenser, we'll just take one of those back out. Great. And now I believe that's everything that we need here to start setting up our very first power flow. Oh, right, we need the antimatter relays. I had forgotten all about those. There we go, antimatter relay, antimatter relay. All right, so if I remember this correctly, we come up a little bit and we put down our first energy condenser. On top of that, we put our various relays here, just like this. And then one goes on top. So every single piece of surface area needs to be covered with antimatter relays. And then every one of the antimatter relays on every surface needs to be covered by an energy collector. Just like this. Okay, and one more. Now, of course, we don't have enough to finish this out yet. At least I don't think we don't have enough EMC. Now to get this process started, we need to put a target item in here that it can start making for us. Mobius fuel is a good place to start because it has a high EMC value, 2048. And so you can see here, this is going to start ticking away and giving us more and more of our Mobius fuel. Now this is all exposed to direct sunlight, so it should have full power as it's collecting energy. But of course, if for whatever reason you are in a normal world that has got daytime and nighttime, you probably want to put a piece of glowstone on top of each of these. At least that's how I remember this working. So slowly but surely, we are going to start collecting free Mobius fuel off of this. Now, you can use that for any other ingredient that you want that might potentially be making things for you. So pretty much anything you can think of, you should be able to get and put here to replicate anything that you has EMC. So instead we could put diamonds here, we could put coal here, whatever we wanted to be able to absorb all of this wonderful, wonderful EMC that we're getting free from the sun. So that's really the intent of this power flowers, to make things like that. So the goal here is to take all this lovely Mobius fuel and then translate that into making basically more energy collectors for us so that we can get more energy and then grow this array very quickly. So right now we just got another 12 of these. That should be enough to finish this out. There we go, and it is. And now you see this is going to very, very rapidly give us more of our Mobius fuel here. Eventually we'll then upgrade this to the next tier and the next tier and the next tier and so forth and so on. So let's take a look real quick here at Project E again. And we do want to upgrade these as quickly as we can to the next level of energy collector. But for that, we need dark matter. So I don't know if we have enough of our Aeternalis fuel yet to be able to make this. It looks like we do. We can drop this into our array and it will learn the recipe for dark matter. There we go. We have 3 pieces of dark matter. So we can actually make 3 of our Mark II collectors. So let's do 1. Oh, we haven't taught it the basic recipe. I thought you knew how to make this thing. Here. Well, now you know how to make that. Now you know how to make this. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and make another one of these. And can we make any more? Oh, I guess not. I guess that's all we can make right now. Okay. Well, that's fine. We certainly can get pretty far with that. Let's go ahead and replace one of these and we will have upgraded this there, just like that. And we'll just drop the old one back into our table. Okay, so this is going to give us more and more Mobius fuel, and we are going to continue to upgrade this from Mark II, and then eventually we're going to upgrade that into Mark III as well. All right, we are at the point now where we can convert our magenta fuel to pink fuel also, so we drop that back in there. And that should now have unlocked, I think, a lot of our quests. Oh yeah, we're all the way to pink. So let's go here and grab up all of our Melodium coins that we've got for completing these quests. And you can see here, that's that row, what, like a third of the way, a little bit more done, and we still have all of these other fuels that we have to make. So it looks like there are new machines here and under Project Expansion that allow us to also generate EMC in a different way. These power flowers are basically just the big thing that we just built, only into a single condensed block. So let's see whether or not we can build one of these at this point. This requires a bunch of ingredients I'm not really familiar with. So the first thing we need is an EMC link. We can build one of those easily. Let's go ahead and drop that into our system. The next thing is we are going to need some collectors. So let's see here. Basic collector. What is that missing here? Oh, Aeternalis fuel block. Okay, we can teach it that. That's not a problem. So let's do that. And now we should be able to make a single collector. Okay, we'll teach it that recipe. And now we need to make 9 of these. So can I do that? No, I don't have enough for 9 yet. It looks like that's 82,000 EMC. Turns out lapis is actually a very high MC sort of thing that we have laying around in large quantities. So I'm just dumping a bunch of our lapis out of our system straight into the transmutation table. And that should allow us to make these pretty quick. Yeah, there we go. So there's the basic collector. We just need to make a compressed collector here. So let's grab a bunch of those. There we go, just like that. Okay, that's most of the ingredients. And then I think we should be able to make everything now. Oh, we didn't teach it the relays yet, did we? Okay, easy enough. So let's grab this. There we go. Now it knows how to make a relay. And there is a basic power flower. Excellent. Now, what about the Mark II? Oh, the Mark II needs compressed collectors Mark II and a dark EMC link Mark II. I don't know that we can make these yet. I think this is going to be too expensive for us. Basic collector, dark matter. Can we make that? Oh, we can make that. Okay. Maybe we can make further progress. No, that's as far as we're going to be able to get with it. Okay, so if we throw this down, this is supposed to start generating EMC for us. So if I put this like right here, yeah, we're getting 102 EMC per second. Okay, that's great. That's doing real good. And we can grab more of our Mobius fuel here and also put that back into our system. So that gives us more. So we can use a bunch of these to start making more EMC in addition to the collector, the big one that we made. While we're waiting on that, let's make ourselves a couple of other useful items here. So first and foremost, I'm going to make a repair talisman. This is one of my absolute favorite items that exist in this pack and exist in Project E in general. As you can see, one durability per second is being restored to all of the items in my inventory. That's real useful. It looks like the heavy plated shield is not being repaired, but everything else is being repaired. So that's super useful, especially our iron wand. That's great. So we're going to let that do its thing. The other thing we need to look at is the Watch of Flowing Time. For that, we need to make 1 piece of dark matter and then 8 clocks. So let's go ahead and make ourselves up our 8 clocks. This one is actually required for our quest here. So 8 clocks and then 1 Watch of Flowing Time. The other thing we need to make here is the pedestal for this to sit on. So there is a dark matter pedestal. And in theory, we should be able to take this over here right next to where all of the other stuff that we're generating is and throw our Watch of Flowing Time on top of it, just like that. And that should, in theory, speed everything up dramatically. There we go. Now it is flowing very rapidly. That should, yeah, you can see in the top corner, we're now making 5,000 EMC per second. I don't know how many EMC it takes to power up this pillar, but it seems to have done the trick here. Oh, look at this go. All right, great. There's a whole stack of Mobius fuel. Yeah, we are cranking through this really quick. And we can actually go ahead and make another power flower, I think, at this point. And there we go. We can already make a second power flower. And of course, that's just going to double the rate that we are getting stuff. Yeah, so now we're getting 10,000 EMC per second. That is a lot. We can totally live with that. All right, and we have completely upgraded this now to Mark II. So we're getting pretty close to the point now that we should start looking at upgrading to Mark III. So to make a Mark III, all we have to do is take our Mark II and add red matter, and we then have the Mark III energy collector. So now the next goal is to completely replace all of the Mark IIs with Mark III. The other thing that we want to replace while we're doing this here, let's go ahead and teach it that, or just hand that back, I should say, is we do want to upgrade our energy condenser here as soon as we can. We don't have enough EMC to do that, but red matter blocks and dark matter blocks will make that. And then our relays also we want to upgrade, to Mark III. I thought this only went to Mark II, but I guess not. Let's see here. Can we go ahead and upgrade this already? We can. Okay, great. Teach it that. And then can we make a Mark III out of it? Yes, we can. We can do that too. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and swap out here for that as well. The one right next to the other Mark III, we'll replace this Mark 1 straight to Mark 3. Okay, so now it's time to make our next tier of power flower. Let's go ahead and see if we can't make the dark compressed collector here. Let's see, that's the Mark II, so that there should be another way to make this, but let's go ahead and make this piece of it first. And then let's see here. No, I guess that is the only way to make it. So we can make one of those real easy. Okay. And now we need the dark relay Mark II. There we go. We've unlocked that. Sounds like we have another villager visiting us here. And then, oh, that's a weird recipe, but I think we can make that too, yeah? Yes, we can. Okay, so we've taught it all of those things, and now we should be able to make a Mark II power flower with no trouble. Oh, but we need a little bit more for more of these dark relays. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and make sure that we know that recipe, because I think we should have enough to make... Yeah, we do. It just hadn't learned that recipe yet. Okay, so now if we put this down, that should effectively double. Oh, more than double our throughput. Okay, wonderful. So if we break these two real quick and grab up, oh, woof, all of that Mobius fuel that we have there, we should be able to throw this in here and those power flowers, and very soon we should be able to get the Mark II. Oh, but we haven't taught it how to make that yet, right? Okay, that's easy. So all we do is we take it, we put it in here, and now we can make two of those. Wonderful. All right, and we put these down, and woof, yeah, now we're getting a bunch. Now we're getting a bunch. Okay, let's double check on our quests here. I think we've unlocked most of those things. Oh, but it looks like we didn't actually unlock red matter yet. So let's clear this out. Give me my red matter. Just gonna put that in here and make sure that the quest gets unlocked. It did. Okay, wonderful. That should give us another coin. Okay. And we have this flower and we have that flower. But it looks like, let's see, the basic compressed collector, the basic relay, none of these got unlocked. So let's go make sure that we get those too. So let's see here. Basic, we're gonna do basic collector. There we go. Compressed collector, good. Relay, good, and EMC link. Okay, that should have been, yeah, everything in the left column. And then we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to do it with Mark II. All right, there we go. And there's the last of these. Okay, here is the last of our Mark III energy collectors. And now this is a fully upgraded power flower up here. So we have finished with that work entirely, and we can call that main power flower done. Now we still have a long way to go on this path. We still need to get to all of these various level 3 relays and beyond. So let's start picking away at this. I'm not gonna get all of this done this episode, y'all. This is a lot, and it's gonna take a while. But what I am gonna do though is break down this entire structure because it served its purpose and we don't really need this anymore. At this point, we can use these other antimatter relays instead and do a much quicker job of getting the other power flowers, and we can do a much quicker job of getting these same ingredients and more EMC generation than what this can do for us. So we're gonna break this down. That's gonna spill our fuel everywhere, and we are just gonna dump all of this in here. Wonderful. Okay, so now the name of the game is entirely power flowers. That's where we're going to spend all of our time here, is upgrading our power flowers, because we have gone as far as we can without power flowers. So that means it's time to move on to the Mark III power flower here. So what do we need for this? Looks like red relays first. Okay, good. That's been unlocked. We are going to need a... let's see here, red link cable, whatever you call them here, red EMC link cable. There we go, got that. We are going to need the red collector. There we go, and I'm just giving it enough time to make sure that we are indeed unlocking the quest for them as well. Let's see, now we need the red compressed collector. There we go. And that should, I think, be about it. Let's check our quest log here. Yeah, everything but the red power flower. So let's go ahead and make ourselves one red power flower, just like this with all the things that we have learned. And there we go. Now it knows about red, and we can put the red down here next to our other ones. Actually, I'm going to replace our other ones. There we go. And give me these 3 back. Okay, drop these in here. Wonderful. And I do need to teach it about the red. That's the only thing I failed to do here, is break down the red, and then I can make 2 reds out of that. So let's put this down, and we're effectively doubling our power speed now. We're getting 100,000 per second EMC now. This is getting pretty silly, but I like silly. Silly is good. And a bunch more Melodium coins for our trouble. All right, so while that's going, let's try and finish off the last of our Botania quests. The first thing we're gonna need here is an Elven altar. So let's see here, altar, Elven. Okay, so to make this, we just need Dream Rock and a Runic Altar and Dragonstone. I think we can just go ahead and steal our Runic Altar from here. And do we have all of the Dreamstone that we need? We don't have all of the Dreamstone that we need. Okay, so Dream Rock is easily made with Living Rock thrown through a portal. So let's go ahead and grab, let's see, what is it, half a stack of those? Yeah, we need 7 of those. Let's go ahead and throw this through our lovely portal here. These are mostly full of mana still, so we don't have to worry about that. There we go, through the portal, and now we have our Dream Rock. Sadly, this does not have an EMC value, so we can't teach these items. There we go. Okay, now we've got an Elven Altar. That completes that quest. Let's just throw this down here. I don't know of a better place for it right now. All right, so next we need Elven Lapis. For that, first we need to make our Mono Lapis here. No EMC value on that, so I guess we are stuck with what we've got. But let's take it over here and throw it through the portal and get back our Elven Lapis. There we go, and that completes that quest. I'm sure this is useful for something here. What haven't we? We can build blocks out of it. Can we do anything with the Elven Lapis blocks? Oh, of course we can. We can make Gaia Agglomeration plates. All right, so we will take our Black Lotus, fill that in here, and now we can finish out the last of our Lapis. There we go, 64 Mana Lapis. We will take this and throw a bunch of this through the portal. I think we only need 27 pieces, so let's only do up to 27. There we go. Actually, I think that's more than we need, but we'll be fine. And now we can use that to make our blocks here. So let's do this real fast. Elven Lapis blocks. Wonderful. Okay. And the next thing up here, Gaia. Oh, we need 4 Elven Lapis. Oh, okay. Well, that was a mistake. Let's go make one more real quick here. And that should complete part of that quest. Okay, great. And then we can make this last one. Come back over here. Give me one more of these. Perfect. All right, that completes that part of that quest. Gaia Agglomeration. Oh, 5 Shimmerrock. Did we not get credit for the Shimmerrock already? Oh, okay. Well, let's take 5 pieces of Living Rock and turn that into Shimmerrock. And hopefully we will get credit for it this time because we did 7 last time, but whatever. That's Dream Rock. Oh, okay. So we need Shimmer Rock. Shimmer Rock is made differently. I think Shimmer Rock is, what, glowstone? Let's see here. Shimmer Rock. Okay, Shimmer Rock is, Living Rock and Bifrost. Okay, so I screwed this all up. All right, no problem here. And now let's see here. We need to go ahead and make some glass. We need monoglass. So let's take 5 pieces of that. There we go, and this goes into monoglass, like so. The monoglass, I believe we use the Bifrost, or no, do we throw this through the portal? I think this gets thrown through the portal, and then we combine it with the Bifrost rod. Let's just double check that real quick. Yeah, there we go, there's the Alf glass. That gives us Bifrost blocks. And so the Bifrost block with our Living Rock will then give us Shimmer Rock, and we will get credit for that part of the quest. And then the only thing that's left is to make our Conglomeration plate here. So that is a Gaia Agglomeration, not Conglomeration. Okay, of course, Agglomeration. Okay, so for that we need, runes we have not made before. Okay, Rune of Energy. This is fire and air and 2 mana diamonds and 2 redstone. Okay, so let's get fire and air. Do we have fire and air already made? Let's see here. We have fire and air. Okay, good. Let's take these and we'll throw these down real quick. And then we need mana diamonds, mana diamond. We'll do 1, 2, and we need redstone. Redstone, 1, 2, great. And then, of course, our wand and some living rock. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Hopefully that will go pretty quick. All right, there is our first rune complete. Okay, and we get 2 of those. And, do we... Looks like it consumed one of my runes. Let's see. Oh, no, there, I got it back. Okay, great. And then now we can make a rune of mana. There we go. This will just take a second as well. That's going very, very quickly. All right, there we go. There's our rune of mana. And now we need to make a rune of teleportation, which we use that same rune of mana. We add an Eye of Ender, and we add 2 mana diamonds. And that will give us a teleportation rune here very, very quickly. But again, impatience, so let's speed it up with our time pouch. All right, one more piece of our living rock, and we have our rune of teleportation. Okay, so do we have everything that we need now? I think we have everything that we need for that Gaia Agglomeration plate. So we need to make some Gaia shards. Oh, we need another Terra Catalyst. Okay, well that's annoying. All right, so we can totally do that. So Terra Catalyst. Okay, so 1 alchemy catalyst done, and then we need to make our Terra Catalyst here. Okay, just like that. All right, sadly we cannot teach this in our system. Let's see here, we're generally going in this direction with them. So we'll put 1 more mana pool here. And we're just gonna make a, I guess we can make a full-size mana pool. Oh, no, I don't think we can. Maybe we can. Let's do a mana pool. Let's see here. The not diluted. We want the regular mana pool. All right, we'll do that. We'll put you here, and we will re-aim our mana spreader at that. There we go. That's going to slowly fill. All right, there we go. Plenty of mana. Now we have our 8 Gaia shards. We can actually teach this to our system, can't we? No, we cannot. It's in a Botanic Editions, no EMC value, so we're stuck with what we've got. But if I go grab up our old agglomeration plate, I think that we can replace it with the new one. There. You are now an agglomeration plate, my friend. Okay, wonderful. So this, I assume, that we need to put into our same process. Oh, we can use it for multiple things. Oh, and we can use it to make Terra Steel. And an overgrowth seed? Okay, wonderful here. All right, so let's double check this in our Akashic Tome to see what it needs underneath it. So let's go to the index, and we are looking for the Gaia agglomeration plate. There we go. Does this need to be set on top of it? Yeah, of course it does. It needs 4 pieces of Elven Lapis and 5 pieces of Dream Rock. Okay, let's put this thing together now that we've cleared out the old one. Corners, then we add in the centers, the Elven Lapis, and then last we put the Dream Rock there, and our Gaia agglomeration plate goes on top. We are going to put a spark on top of that, so it gets all of the lovely power we need from the other containers where we keep that. And then we should be able to use this to make our Gaia Steel. We need a Gaia Spirit ingot. What? Oh, that is an extremely expensive ingot. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and make that real quick. Let's see here. We need to add both of these things to our shopping list. Let's see here. Gaia Spirit ingot. There we go. Oh, and this does have an EMC value, so we will do that. Learned. Okay. Now, let's see here. Gaia Steel Ingot, of course, uses Dragonstone, Pixie Dust, and Gaia Spirit. So Gaia Spirit Ingot, then Dragonstone, okay, and then our Pixie Dust. Okay, ooh, that was a lot of Pixie Dust. Okay, so let's hope that we have enough mana lying around to be able to make this happen. So let's see here. You, and you. Oh yeah, I had barely just walked away and all of a sudden we have Gaia Steel. Okay, great. And oh, it looks like we cannot teach that to this system. So all of our Gaia Steel we will have to make manually here. Okay, great. Well, that completes, I think, everything. What am I missing? I should have got the done. Oh, Gaia Mana Spreader. That's the only thing that we are missing here. So let's see here. What do we need for a Gaia Mana Spreader? Gaia Mana Spreader. Okay. Elven Mana Spreader, Dragonstone, and a Gaia Shard. Put that in here. There's an Elven Mana Spreader. And then I think we have everything else for this. So there's one Gaia Mana Spreader. Woof! Okay. And that goes fast. All right, let me pull this thing off real quick here. There we go. And I'm going to put this one down here, and that's going to be our new upgrade. We are going to use you here. Can you... bind mode. So bind you to this. There we go. Oh, that's going to go super quick. That is going so quick. Okay, I love it. And that's going to fill up in no time. All right. Wonderful. So the real question is, well, what can we make with this? Let's see here. Gaia Steel is used to make a mana stealing blade out of our Terra blade. Okay. Gaia bands of aura. Okay, those are fascinating. Gaia Steel nuggets. What can I use those for? Oh, a Gaia Steel pylon. That's probably going to be an even faster pylon. Reducing the mana cost for operating. Oh, by around 4 times. Oh yeah. Okay, we pretty much have to make this, right? Like that seems like a very valuable thing to make. Oh, but we might need things to make it that we need from the portal. So yeah, let's go ahead and remove this and let's add the Gaia Steel pylon. What do we need for this? We need glimmering dreamwood. So we need, let's see, that's going to be 2 each, so 4 pieces of glimmering dreamwood, and that means we need 4 pieces of dreamwood. So let's see if we can do this real quick. Recipe. Can we make this? Do we have a bunch lying around? We're going to need 8. There we go. Oh, we only need 4. Yep. Say, I literally just said, oh, we only need 4, and then I go and make twice as many. That was silly. Let's grab up our Natura pylons here. There we go. And then we can take those, trade in our Gaia Steel ingot here to get Gaia Steel nuggets. Wonderful. And let's see here. Then we can make our Gaia Steel pylons. Excuse me. That's 1. And then wherever that other pylon went, we had another pylon here just a second ago. Oh, apparently we taught it that. Okay, and there's 2. Okay, wonderful. And then we can take these over and use that for our portal here. So let's put this here. No, you need to go on top. Put you, no, one more time. You have to go on top. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so those sit right on top of the sparks, and they are fine. All right, so with that done, we can move on to Mark IV. Let's go ahead and build all of the things that we need for Mark IV. That includes magenta matter, which we just got credit for. Okay, and then we can use that to make a magenta collector. Great, got credit for that. We need to make ourselves a magenta compressed collector. Credit for that. And then we need the magenta relay. Credit for that. And then last but not least, the magenta EMC link. There's that. And then we should be able to make the magenta power flower. And we can. Great. And let's just make as many of those as we can. Oh, we might have too much at this point if we can make that many of them. Okay, let's put one down. Oh yeah, that's giving 200 per second. That's a lot. Okay, so let's drop that off. 340 million. All right, is that enough to make the next one up from magenta? Can we make then the pink? Let's see here. 173 million. Yeah, we can make a pink. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and make the pink then. All right, so now we make the pink collector. Oh, for that, we need to teach it how to make the pink matter. Oh, and that needs magenta fuel into pink fuel. Is that right? Pink collector, pink matter, magenta fuel. Okay. And I think we already know how to make magenta fuel, right? I think we've already taught it these things. We should be fine. All right, so there's that. And then we can make the pink compressed collector. Oh, we need to make the pink collector first, right? We just made the pink matter. Okay. There's that. Pink compressed collector. Got both of those. The, let's see, pink relay. Good. Pink EMC link. Good. And now we should be able to make the pink power flower. And we can. Wonderful. Well, have we made purple fuel yet? Let's see here. Where is our lovely, lovely Philosopher Stone? Purple fuel. Okay, and then we got credit for the purple fuel. Okay, let's take a look at our quests now and see where we're at. But we're going to put down our pink flower real quick here and get credit for that. Oof, that went up by a lot, didn't it? Oh, and you know what? We still need to teach these to our machine here, our transmutation table. So make 2 pink flowers. There we go. And those will get cranking along. Oof. 1.56 million a second. Oh, I love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. And now we can collect all of these lovely coins. Hey, if you liked this episode, please do hit that like button and let me know about it. Drop a comment if you feel like it. That would be wonderful too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you all back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye, friends.